You know say not to the subscribe no more will you subscribe they make this platform go before? No. The love we they share na this platform, now they make the platform they grow. Not to because of Sembepe, not to because of Bible, but they like we they like the program every other day. It counts a lot for make the platform go up and up and up. You comment tune, not for talk, family love, they existed throughout. But on top of all, they share what you share. As you come, you like, you share the program to other person for make them see or hear waiting with the discourse inside here. That one then are the biggest part of everything. But again, we notice say you there so, but you not subscribe yet. Okay, share like comment, but again, we want your subscription. Please, if you not subscribe it, press the subscribe button. And for you we don't subscribe, one of the first thing we for always to do, just make sure say you like the program, you share the program, and then we open the family conversation through the comment section. That's very, 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 very much unique. That's to make we reach to the point where we're supposed to reach. We love it also very much. And please, we will continue for do the best for make sure say we give una what we promise for give una. Thank you for your like, you share, you comment. With no go no sayo, we start the program just now. You know say not to the subscribe no more will you subscribe they make this platform go before? No. The love we they share na this platform, now they make the platform they grow. Not to because of Sembepe, not to because of Bible, but they like we they like the program every other day. It counts a lot for make the platform go up and up and up. You comment tune, not for talk, family love, they existed throughout. But on top of all, they share what you share. As you come, you like, you share the program to other person for make them see or hear waiting with the discourse inside here. That one then are the biggest part of everything. But again, we notice say you there so, but you not subscribe yet. Why you for actually there here and you choose not for subscribe? Good evening and welcome to the program. We had right on YouTube and on Facebook. And of course today we don't come back, for we come and see within, we get inside. We don't see a lot of things them, from 2018 to these days, a lot of things them don't really they happen. And Salon the latest hardship survey we them poll don't tell we other thing around. It don't tell we how we really suffer. For the last 4 years we don't talk up. Because like every other year, when they do survey, the thing they go from bad to worst. So we don't talk this, we don't talk this, we don't talk this, and we don't try for put things them in place. For we see waiting the government for do. But the thing where we go see now the fact say, government we don't tell we say. I mean, Madabiola not say government. Madabio we don't tell we say. Well, with the kind way out things to go right now at the world, and not be able for save way. Remember? Right. In all end day, it tell we say because of the kind democratic principle, you're not able for liberate we. In other words, you're not going for develop a country. Okay. It go back and tell me at one point, not mock so for celebrate one of the independence anniversary. And I say, unalo pray God for leader we get the country at heart. Unalo pray God for leader we go sorry for we. You remember that one day? A lot of things that they we don't they see. A lot of things that they we don't they see. We go make we just a wonder. And above all of this, it tell we again. Once them say, it say. Now angry na they make man they at the wamo. It's okay, man. Isn't that angry make man they at the wam? If you see man and they make one matter because they're angry. But if you see they it's just not them belful, angry no our matter not there again. It's okay, calm. It's okay. I tell we. Remember? Yes, it's a way. Okay, so this now it's we actually they can try for do. We not the waste any more time. We're not wasting any more time. Actually, they come now and can say, now we bring somebody inside quickly. They can talk on this matter for we better one, inside the program. So if that be the case, we get Dr. Richard Konteh. Now the show we don't join we now. Doctor, good evening and welcome to the program.
Good evening, my brother. How are you? I like you hairstyle today. I will feel saying I want to command, don't come on. Don't come.
Yeah, okay. So this one, are you like?
Yes, I like
Okay.
this. I like this hairstyle.
All right, thank you. All right, so
But
how the body come?
you're not fine boy. Anyone who you do, you're okay.
I want to be like you. For look handsome like you. Anyway.
You're not fine boy. Anyhow you do, I fine.
My God in power. God. Today at the dance there I go sleep. They say I'm fine. All right, doctor. Welcome again. Thank you for joining me.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm glad if always then and they always look forward to supportive for engage with the people them around the world for let we share some thoughts about happiness in this country.
Right. Okay, I just been to talk about a lot of things then. But before we go into the one day proper one, I ask you, because this program that you program, you pay for dinner, so we get right for ask you some things and let you go how you want them. From the last time when you come on here to this day where you don't come back so today, waiting for you feel say that thing this way you want for touch on apart from the topic.
No, I think I want for yesterday we've been getting a program. Now we party.
Okay.
Where the woman the Women's Congress under the leadership of Maria Malo
Okay.
organize a retreat. Well, no, they organize a special dinner for launch the APC First campaign. And then bring together stakeholders of the party, including flag bearer aspirants. And all in one accord renew with commitment to the party, to the ideals of the party, acknowledge the challenges where we party they face at this time and what we need for do for this party back into government in 2028. But more importantly, we demonstrate, say, we as APCians, we as flag bearer aspirants, we united, we not get any animosity, we respect ourselves, and we believe, say, not only when we work together, we'll be able to achieve victory for the APC. For me, that event yesterday been very, very important because it find for make from time to time, make we as flag bearer aspirants that they come together for communicate and engage with we members. Today again, I've been privileged for also there in a meeting. We say about 8 or 9 flag bearer aspirants that be there, and we be there meet with the Elders Council. You know, the Elders Council of the party and the conscience of.
Okay. All right. The network they give them small problem, so it will actually refresh and come back to we. The program we do watch it now. Now we are on YouTube and on Facebook, and of course we get Dr. Richard Konteh. We deal with me inside the program, and first of all, they give you an update about how in week been talek, with regards Usai go within actually put in place for make sure say things and they whether you talk to waiting at the things then way that they do that, then are the people then way try for strategize for see how they can put things them in place. Now that updates the name actually being the giveaway before ever the line actually don't cut off. So as we wait for Lay come inside, we just want for give you other quick updates them, quick one about other happenings them. This not Dr. Richard content them, but let we not just so like that. We not say anything. We not say anything. I will just say quickly. A lot of things them don't actually happen inside the country. Lots of things them do happen inside the country. Just this short term, whether they're good, the bad, or the ugly, but bottom line are a lot of things them do happen. And of course, we know say the APC party actually don't introduce the new nomination fees for internal elections. Yeah, then don't introduce the new nomination fee. They actually don't introduce the new nomination fee, and we as well don't see Usai the APC party don't actually give Sam Sumana a membership card and then don't backdate them to 2020. They don't backdate the card to 2020. And another development we will say police them don't respond to motorbike rider them protest for sake of fee hike inside I think inside Bo City. And news then they will just give it an update quick one since we wait for Dr. Richard Konteh for inside, and salon don't be excluded inside one new thing we United States to introduce, but that a good thing for we because we know they part of that bond day. Right? Let's see quickly we bring Dr. Richard Konteh again, but in camera not active. Well, don't active. So we bring come inside again. Dr. Richard Konteh don't come again. Yes, doctor, the line may only up just now. Why should be to give you update? Doctor, you get me? Please go ahead with your update. You give update just now before the line hold you up.
Yeah, I say yesterday we did get this session, Family Kingdom, where the mama them at the party, they invite all stakeholders of the party, like the aspirants, to go exchange ideas about the party and the way forward that they need to make we get we'll be united, promote put to party first and above we ourselves and above we own personal interests. And I think it was good. We exchanged, we've used them freely and frankly, and that be also like the way we interact amongst ourselves as black brother aspirant and as stakeholders that we party. I think that's the spirit where I feel we forget and going forward, and I look forward to more of that. And today we get another meeting with the Council of Elders. The Council of Elders are the conscience of the party. Now the party way on day in this party for the past 50, 60 years. Now the party way on labor. Now this party that they get a reservoir of experience about party, about politics, and about the way forward for we, and then engage with for try for just underscore the same message of unity, collaboration, and they try for understand if we get any concerns and how they can come in as moral guarantors for try for see how they go address them going forward. With the objective being that we all go as a united front in the elections coming. And so it was also very, very refreshing, and I feel very, very good. And in another few days' time, on the 10th, we'll also look forward to another engagement with the younger folks. Now the party, the middle class, now we party themselves, they invite we for a good sit down with me and also get similar encounter, similar engagement. I think within this the show that generally within the party, all man feels we need to come together, we need to stay together, and all man feels he get a part for play, and all man ready for making your own contribution in that regard. I think that is very refreshing. That is for me the way to go, and I want for appreciate the woman them for the initiative. I have to appreciate the power them for the initiative, and I have to appreciate for the young guys them, even though the own event still a few days away.
All right. Okay. Thank you very, 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 very much. All right. So that's just an update with regards within what happen inside the party and how indoor waka, with as flag there I get for greet, you get for discuss, I get for sidom 8 to 8 for sweet everything that happen. So that's a good thing. Okay. So now we come now to the program proper. We want to talk about the Salon Hardship Survey 2025 or the Salon Hardship Survey. Usai we famble them day now with regards stranganess difficulties with regards, thing there in the market, outing and just a difficult for people. All right, so we explain another small thing with Dr. Richard Konteh, quick one. We will see what thing will happen just now when he come back inside the show. So in just some seconds, okay, don't go ahead, come back just now. So as we wait for the one day, I just want for give an update, quick one, all right, so after we actually, don't say several things that don't happen inside the country then 2 days there, so for you, just from this morning to this evening. And one thing we are go interest follow talk about one day, maybe you get for think of the issue of House of Stars. You see the drama around House of Stars? Why should we wait for Dr. Richard Konteh?
Yes, I did see the drama around House of Stars with regards land and other
Send documents and other
and
things.
post documents and all them things. And it's
Mm-hmm.
a sad situation though. But it gets I think this was for Fenton for talk about that because
yes. I just try to catch you continue Dr. Richard Konteh. Okay, no problem. Okay, so Doctor don't come back. He don't come back. So let me see. Doctor, you get we clear?
Doctor gets issues with
they get to now.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead. Yes, please go ahead, sir. We've been trying to ask you, yes, the difficult term in the country. So, also you want to take also you want to start with exactly they happen with regards out in Tranga for people then?
No, well, actually, things they're really, really Tranga in this country at the moment. I mean, and I don't think say any indicator there way better for sure say things than Tranga than for make them go thief rest inside the president in kitchen. If Soja man security there can go thief rest inside the president in kitchen. I think say that day na the best indicator of hardship. Beyond that, that the president himself take notice for say they don't thief one bag rest. Now the kitchen is very serious. And I believe say now one bag rest because the president will tell me say the person now over the fence he jump. And the maximum we person can jump with over fence na one bag. If na several bags of rice, the person be thief, then the person need for count matuka for car thief the rest, which means now through the gate they go get for a pass. We go introduce your own set of challenges or your set of concerns. So what since the person over the fence, the person jump, he can inside, he balance all the security there, he enter the kitchen, he thief the one bag rest, he total ahead, he balance all the security there again, he come, he total the rest, he jump over the fence, he land over. I think say that person is an acrobat. He really sabi do it. So I tell you, he send the rest over there, he jump, he go meet the rest. That was very good. Good for all. Yeah, so I mean that is I think that's a very good indicator for sure. Say things they're really, really good. But on a more serious note, brother, you just need to go around town. Over Christmas, I've been embarked on a whole range of activities. From the 23rd to the 1st of December to the 1st of January. On the 23rd of December, we've been going to Kalangba and we've been get a jog.
Okay, look like Sam. These are one of the major problems we're facing with Sierra Leone right now in terms of communication. Internet breakdown, wherein people are not able for connect, sustainably, make the connection flow properly.
Yeah. Okay, so as we wait for maybe I will just go through. I see something. As you ask me, I just type quick one and I see something come up quick one. We now the Afrobarometer survey we say majority of Sierra Leone wants to leave country mostly to work, to find work or escape poverty. Then do this one September 2025. And according to the Afrobarometer, they say nearly 6 of any 10 citizens where they consider for left the country. And according to the latest Afrobarometer survey, they say the top 2 reasons where they in the give for seeker where they want for move or left the country. Now the fact say they want for go for find job and they want for escape economic hardship, So people away highly educated, like what if you don't come, no, you not it. Okay, so people away highly educated, the same way so unemployed. And the young salon people, they're mostly likely they consider for left the country. We're very sad for we country as well. And then in the survey and find out say from March to April 2025, it shows say North America, United States, or Canada. Now they side that one, there were a lot of people and they prefer, for actually make the moves, for go and live their life that inside, and they followed by one of 6 who would want to go to Europe. So out of 6, now one person say one for go now Europe. However, inside June, the US President Donald Trump be issue executive order imposing a partial ban. Well, now it don't pose this kind of ban. So as we wait for Dr. Foka inside, for talk on this as well. This na be waiting young people they say always want for left salon because of they want for go find job and because they want for run away by the triangles in the country and then prefer America and Canada. So with this kind ban where we don't get now, how people you think say a lot of young people they actually think say they how do you call them? A lot of people go actually they select for saying get a future.
Well, so maybe I say, first of all, it's a very, very sad situation we are in Sierra Leone find itself. And when you look at that, you will find out, say, Sierra Leone, they follow the trend of waiting they happen at a place like Eritrea, where also they within a very, very difficult situation like a we, if not even worse. And also, if you look at Nigeria, now the same thing, themselves they go through the same kind of thing because we all get the same kind of leaders, them way rather selfish. Leaders that were actually backward and incapable of producing jobs. You understand? You see, job creation at a country, na innovative minds, now it take. If you get a leadership will lack innovative minds and a way of encouraging the youths, you country going to go backward. But
Okay.
anyway, Doc long come. Let's continue with Doc. We'll hit this nail at the head.
Doc, you get me? Will be just the follow around the hardship in the country and how people they want for left the country, especially young people they will prefer for left the country for get find job or for run party triangles. Now that will be just the talk about according to the Afrobarometer report.
No, that is a very serious issue, and the extent to which people they go just for make they left this country is very serious. So they call it, is it the temple run?
Temple
Where,
on the desert.
where they talk about where you get to go through the desert, then they get to go through the
Cross the
Mediterranean.
Mediterranean Sea, yeah.
We sisters them, then they subject them to all types of inhuman treatment, and then the brothers them, that they torture them, that they take all their resources from them, and so they end up for perish in the oceans, just in search of greener pastures. I think it's very concerning, and very worrisome. And when you think of the country Sierra Leone, the endowments what we get as a country, we don't get any reason why we should be so desperate for trying to go out there. But we cannot blame our youths. When you stay inside, then damage you with kush. And job not there. You don't manage, you don't go through university, job not there. You go out on the streets, you meet even, I don't see Okada riders that are graduates, Okada out loud, because job not there. Keke riders that are graduates, some even master's degree holders, that they drive Keke, they ride Okada, just so that they could make end.
Sorry for me.
Yes. No, we're going to be around. We're going to be at this thing. Yes. So we did notice say the lack of job creation, like what in document they say, the lack of job creation actually is by reason of lack of innovation. You see, many people go tied everything to inflow and outflow of dollar, foreign currencies, this and that. It's not correct. It's not correct. Even though Sierra Leone, industrial wise, we are backward, but industrial growth now growth where you can encourage from scratch. We don't see that example in Ghana with John Jerry Rawlings. You can actually encourage industrial growth from scratch. You can also actually encourage the complete scale of economic growth from scratch. You understand? You
Sorry,
bring in. Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Samuel Pierre, we can
Yes,
try
sir.
for use Zoom.
Oh. This particular, we're not going to incorporate
I say
Zoom
if we can try
inside.
for use Zoom instead of StreamYard.
No, we're not able for use Zoom. The only thing we can able for use
Because
for
the
the line
bandwidth with
better
this
now.
need more than
Now WhatsApp. The Zoom we don't even done small, but the only thing where we came for use now WhatsApp and our audio. You get me? Okay, you know what thing we can do? Let's just drop and can down quick and call them on the phone. Alpha, please continue.
Yes. So when you get innovative minds in any country, the focus, if you want for do job creation, that innovative mind they focus on key indicators them way they provoke job creation. So the very first thing where you look at, you get for look at education, because you get for get the right kind of education where they develop the minds of people them for able for think innovatively. The second thing you get for look at now, government support. First is government support and the prerequisite laws, where they encourage local development, local investment, platforms for creative minds for able for display then crafts, but also the opportunity for able for grow in your crafts. There has to be a healthy kind of discussion and competition. We go and ensure say people they're able for grow in and craft where they make economy grow. So ideas they be born every now and then.
Okay, so Doctor, you hear me? Actually, we try for calling at the WhatsApp. What thing happen? We're not going for bring Zoom inside now because this system and they carry all of the streaming them. And so if one for break and now it means they will break everything. You get me?
it's okay. It's okay. I don't change the service provider. Let's see if this one will work better.
By God in power. Okay, let's see. Let's go, please.
Sometimes Orange they decide for sabotage meeting.
All right. Yes.
All right, Doc, continue to teach me this, sir.
Yeah, so I will talk about the brothers and sisters.
So what I said, Pierre, one of the major tools we face in Sierra Leone. Yeah. I don't know if anybody can remember. This is now one thing what always they talk about. Why they talk about the internet. You see the internet line on documents, we got one of the fastest internet systems in the whole of Africa. But practically, we internet as complete scam. Now, complete and absolute scam. If you remember the last time when we get the hearing na parliament, you get a whole civil society individual. We go team up, they talk nonsense, so nonsense, things that are technologically
Alfonso
impossible.
Manley.
Alfonso Manley concerning the way they call how now people and the cause the this and people and the cause the that.
Wait.
Like say people are stupid.
Civil society we
Eh?
Who's kind civil society we call?
But a backward civil society possible.
No. A libelous civil society.
So that thing was so disgusting that I just not talked about that because I don't want for getting clout. But that was very disgusting. That was very wrong.
But me a pass no more half.
If you see what's in there, we get Starlink in Sierra Leone. We get Starlink in Sierra Leone. And Starlink is very good. But ask first say almost people know about Starlink, and secondly, waiting at the price for Starlink in Sierra Leone. Okay, so the price for Starlink in Sierra Leone, I think to say if you want to go buy them, if you want to go buy Starlink, the equipment when Elon Musk in Sierra Leone, it's about $40 by then. I don't know how much it is now. It's about $40 by then, and you get for the pay for them every month. I think it's $50 you get for the pay for every month. We're not just like a 1,200,000. You understand me? We get for the pay for them every month. But sadly, you also get the company there, so where they give you, we go tell you, say, okay, well, they give you this kind of gigabytes, this amount of gigabytes for the same kind amount or even lesser. But when you get that gigabyte, just like within dock the facing, so you cannot even do simple video calls. You're not able to do video calls. You're not able to communicate properly. If you want to take part by international conferences and all of them thing there, you're not able to do them. Except if you've been there now government now one kind high government institution, you will see doc able for sit down there and make certain kind of statements. But all that thing there is stifle growth. All of this is stifle growth because the internet space is a parallel economic space with the physical economic space. So what I mean now that then they go together. So everything you can do on this space, whether the factual, the real economic space where you see, when the always how they live, so you can do business, banking, music, entertainment, films, this and that. You can do all things on this space. You're able to do that on this space as well. And same way, so this space they help this space for grow, this space they help this space for grow, because one space they continue for communicate and allow people them for physically interact on the second space. But when we and both space also funnily gets the tendency they also you're able for tax both space, so it will lead to financial growth, financial increase, and it will also lead to collaboration. So what made me always they think when this internet business become popularized in Africa, especially in Sierra Leone, I was thinking that at least finally the government go able for ensure say they prioritize the internet space and allow Sierra Leoneans them for use the internet space for go. But the government willfully, whether from Pakaba young government to down to and it's by Kuruma the young government to, they refuse to allow the internet space for be used by local Sierra Leoneans properly, for make able for utilize them, and do what we need for do with the internet space for make we make money. So just imagine, like I be they say first about you yourself the facing the situation. If you want to upload small thing like a 50 megabytes, now voila. So okay, let's just say you want to upload like a 250 megabytes. Now, voila, 250 megabytes, they take you 24 hours for upload. Now, Sierra Leone, with the current internet speed within that country, it'll take you that time. And nobody no will come out. The chief minister will come out for argue that with me. Because now film business I do. I get people that will upload files them for me every now and then. On talk less for Usai this so now.
Simple we transfer go Konteh.
Bon. I upload files now we transfer for send a canaya. Meanwhile, being at home, we transfer. Now the easiest thing what they use. But I will tell you, say, pass I take me laptop. I can't go now one internet cafe. I go keep on it. That now first away I not been get proper service na me office. So when I finally begin to get proper service now, I go to one private internet provider and can fix all the equipment there and this and that. It was very, very expensive. But I had to make do of that, for make I able for for make I able for transfer files. But even at that, even though I begin for able for transfer with that private internet provider, I was able to transfer more than 25 megabytes. It's not possible for make I able for transfer 500 megabytes.
Okay.
So I always need for cuts down on the file size where they reduce the file quality.
All right. Okay, so we'll continue till they don't come back and people don't begin ask me questions. Jallo Mohammed Issa, they ask me, say, Pierre, please try to talk to Baibure and let him come back. All right, and let's just see on a message and quickly. Okay, the Spider-Man then Don Bokona Lodge of the Dog Biron, Bobo Belebio, and Paul said Dr. Richard Konteh, Dr. na the presidential preso. Okay, at the presidential preso. Good afternoon. Okay, this one and the great. Let's just go down quick one. But Richard Konteh, in opposition, what has the APC done to salvage the situation of poverty in the country? Okay, Doc Kamilu can answer that one day. Dr. Richard Konteh won a campaign for capture Bolly Jones. That will be a big plus for you. He has to be captured.
When the Salon police never capture Richard Konteh, they can capture Boris Jones.
I don't think he might be on a big palaver.
Finally.
George Susan say the service provider of internet don't want people to express their views. And Niall say please subscribe, like, and share. Family, you are the best. Thank you. And Microphone say serves Richard right. They won the 2023 election and choose to not enforce their winning. Okay. Let me see. Some more alone can't be. Okay, we don't talk about Samuel and I are big. Na blue. Which okay, good. The internet strain is a deliberate act to discourage our people in Sierra Leone from interacting out of the country. Okay. This other message, John Yaya Tumboy said, okay, till the internet, I don't take the business. Why instability tolerated? All right, so let us see quickly. So the one up instead, you say, please to also Leonean. Okay. All right, so I think me not just one question. Then there's have been telling us say Bible actually they join me in the program, but they not been join me. The next day back I will expect them, but not been join me. But finally we meet up today, face to face, 1-to-1, and we talk. But if you say in bad day, name him making all they come, then past 2 days and then nothing, but they making all they come. So I be expecting today because we don't talk. But I just be done send the link and then oh no. Please Arthur take over quick and they come back just now. Just respond to Doctor quick.
All right. Okay. So I think to some we'll be still talk about the lack of growth now Sierra Leone. So when we see a lot of people then they left Sierra Leone and wanting to come to places like the United States and Canada and everything. The other thing why we want for draw Sierra Leoneans the attention to now the fact that if you look at people that like Nigerians and others, they are coming to Sierra Leone in as much as we are living Sierra Leone. And I'm going to tell you, say Sierra Leone are a virgin gone. You get a reason why. Again, get reasons the why. Because Sierra Leone still yet get for open to so many, Sierra Leone get potential for open to so many business ideas. There are lots and lots of business ideas where we need for open we country to. We go enable local Sierra Leoneans and for grow. But now look at the reasons that why make people rather left Sierra Leone and come overseas than sit down at Sierra Leone and try for make things for meat. In the very first place, we are responsible for certain things by ourselves. Because many a times I will go on my own personal experience. Yeah. After the Ebola, when I will do me film on Ebola, I'll be able to come in contact with money. Doctor don't come, doctor already.
Yes, yeah, don't come back here. All right, so I
All
think
right. So okay, let me fix them first.
yeah.
So you understand me? I made some money.
Okay, Doc, you get to it? You want to say something?
Doc, you want to say something, sir?
Okay, no, and fix up first quickly. Okay, yes, go ahead. Go ahead, yeah.
So I made some money and I decided, say, okay, well, this money, I know I'm waiting call them, like put up on business. But being I mean I post reading on the film work, I mean just to say if I get a shop also I dey do film business, I dey sell films and all and thing, it go help me because distribution is a problem in Sierra Leone. So I go take this bubble away and not sabi from non-side. I only meet them, they come to me small one, it come to me. You want to say something, Pierre?
Yes, I just want to try Doctor back quickly and
Yeah.
see if he can able for catch up. Yeah. Yes, Doctor, you get me? No. Doc, you get me? No, you don't free. So me and Doctor don't talk behind the scene. He just come for make this one attempt. Yes, Doctor don't come. He hear me now. I'm pretty sure. He get me now, Doctor? Doctor, you get me? All right. So let's take him off the screen first and put on a backstage. 232. No, we ain't got no back.
And still a discuss, yeah.
Yes, okay. So left and down at the down screen first, and then it will join me later. And then at the waiting room, we'll see. Yes, I saw you really make something just now.
Yes. So this time possible somebody bring come to me from then film be what I dey go shoot film this and that, go shoot for different groups. And they meet them. See and say small bobo, okay, help him, no get place for stay. I bring kind of me auntie house. Me auntie get place na coal farm. He gets one room the way empty. I go meet me auntie. I say, do this bobo can dinner, so you not get money for people. Just keep a day for me sake. Me auntie say, okay, you then at the use, parents, no nothing. At some point, I don't use.
Okay, I think I had one. All right, let's make one more try. I beg you, can't continue.
No,
Doc,
I
you
know, I
get
know.
me? Doc, you get me? All right, you not get me. One more time. Doc, you hear me? I think this new system no here and Dr. Richard Konteh they no pull. They make palaver. They're not able for I think Dr. Richard Konteh need for to go at Atoram.
No,
Yeah,
the other thing is this like streaming platform. It they need of a stronger kind of internet speed, yes, than the speed provided in Sierra Leone. That speed they will be provided in Sierra Leone.
just the come inside like a guest. Now me get a load.
Yes, I know. Yes, now you will get the load, but the thing is, because of the kind of equipment we in get and the kind of speed we.
Small, but they get to now.
Okay. Still, you get me?
Yes, I get.
All right. Well, Doc, go ahead. Go ahead. Continue from Musa you left off. Yes, I continue, sir. From Musa you left off. Yeah, Doc, continue from Musa you left off, sir.
No, I'm not sure they get it properly.
Probably not gets me.
No, it not get me at all. Let me get me. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry.
See, I think there's your size of the issue.
Yeah, it's both ways.
So now we they get Doc, but Doc not they get we.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, sorry.
I think to see if I connect to him and explain to him this the situation. Doc, you get me, sir?
No, you know they
I
get
get
me.
to now, but you know they will flow after some time. I get to now, but it will go off again after a few minutes. I don't know why.
Let's see quickly. Can you just continue from Musa? We stop off, sir.
And if you stop now, then we can get another show next week for that. We will apologize in advance.
Yeah, no problem. As I say, we have been this safe.
We did pan the
If second line the kind side, let's see if we can admit Sunday. Let's take the second line or let's go this one.
Let's go this one.
Okay, no problem. Yes, sir. Ato.
Cancel that first line. The other line.
Okay.
Let's go this one.
All right, sir. So you be left off when we talk about lack of jobs in the country.
Yes. I say that is a very serious problem. I talk about youths we don't go through university. Some even get master's degrees, and then they end up as Okada riders. And people in the choose for do business, then they collapse because business not there. I mean, the one the way we even get big shop, them the shops then they close because of the average salary now is so low. They're not able to afford anything. And one businessman. He said the problem in Sierra Leone is that the actual people where they pay tax, they're very few. And government want for continue for milk these very few people for at all. Use the tax burden on these few people they pay tax and broaden the sector. You know, get the only cow now the farm where they give milk. There's just this much where you can do out of them. And none of the problem where we face as Sierra Leone. So whatever you teach, even job as a teacher, where some of we do for so many years. But now you're not a teacher, you dey go for years without salary pin code. For we will be the teach you dey get your pin code this same month. If I by things are really, really tough. And but the exchange rate just for the past 12 months or thereabout. And that is okay, but it not translates into any benefits now in terms of business, in terms of prices going down for the obviously now in terms of business booming. And for me, I don't know what they happen. But on the whole, my brother, things are really, really tough. So I'm gonna do my research around this hardship problem now Sierra Leone, and I come across a document, and I want for acknowledge first the one that will prepare the document. And these people now at our peers, not to your auto, this is not at
I
our
know.
peers,
I
Tunde
know.
Scott, yeah, pen pusher, last man, and book and pen. The other person and telephone number they not put in name. Now then guy and then do a very thorough research where are very impressed, and they look at the food basket. Now, so they look at certain essential commodities like rice, like fish, like palm oil, like cook with plazas. They look at charcoal. They look at cost of transport, and then they use it for calculate the daily living cost for every Sierra Leonean. And then they take each district, their price are separately, and then come up with the following indicators. They derive the following indicators. One, they look at the total where it will cost you for feed for the day. They look at the minimum wage of 800, and they get an average number of days where they feel say this money for it will last you. And they look at the price index for various locations relative to the price of Bo. Bo turned out to be the cheapest place for day in a salon. I don't know how it happened, but Bo got to this survey the cheapest place for day in a salon, followed by Port Loco. And then they look at the transport share, which percentage of somebody income they go to transportation, and they calculate what they call a composite hardship score. They really do a detailed study, and are really, really impressed. And at the end of the survey, they find out say, are the cheapest place for leave. They say it will cost you 124 euros per day for leave. Putloko 129 leons per day. Kenema 153 leons per day. McKinney 158 leons per day. Falaba, 188 leos per day, and Freetown, 152 leos per day. Falaba turned out for being the most expensive place for live. But again, you can understand. At the cost of transportation alone, they consume 21.3% of the money they generate. And when they do this analysis, they find out, say, if you get a minimum wage of 800 leons, in Bo, you go only feed your family for less than 7 days. In Makeni, in Potloko, you go feed your family for only 6.2 days. In Kenema, you go feed your family for only 5 days. In Makeni, 5 days. In Falaba, only 4 days. In Freetown, only 5 days. So how the person get for survive for the next 25 days in the month, by anybody's guess.
Corruption.
So this they show say the minimum wage is very low. But I been discuss with some economists. I will tell you say me I get a problem with the economists them, because then they look at the economic indicators them, and they know they think about how they affect the people them. And then they say, well, if this is the case, if 800 leons will only serve you for 6.45 days, then maybe if they make 2,000 leons, it will last you longer. Now, me say, it's not automatic. Me not feel say for increase the minimum wage no more could be the solution. Because when you just increase the minimum wage, you kill the private sector. And that is government don't do. I understand say they don't increase the minimum wage to almost 1,200 in the new budget, or 1,000 almost. This could just kill the private sector, because it will increase the burden on the private sector. So people already into business, where say for like me, where they run me a hotel, it means I get for increase all my staff their salary up there to that level. And then when you do up, it increase the cost for run the hotel, and then business not the flow. So if you're not able to sustain them, you get for close the business. And when you close the business, then everybody they lost in job. So me, I tell this person, say, if not me, they inside this government, instead of increase the minimum wage, I will take steps for reduce the cost of living. And so the way we will reduce the cost of living, the cost that on the shelves, now for reduce the taxes. Me, now one man will believe say, they increase revenue by increasing taxes. I believe say they reduce the taxes. When reduce the taxes, then the cost of importation, they become cheaper, and that cost will be translated into lower costs on the shelf.
Goods and services.
And so if you also reduce even the payee, for example, the income tax, payee pay as you earn, if that is reduce, then the disposable, the take home pay for the average person, they increase. And if the prices then go down, so it means you they get more goods for that same amount. And then for you as government, I also believe, say, when you make money in two ways. When you reduce taxes and broaden the tax base, you capture more people from the informal sector into the formal sector. Remember earlier on I tell you, say, over 90% of the people in this country they pay tax. Now only small, between 5 and 10%, the rest of the people in the informal sector only pay taxes. I believe so we'll get for capture them from the informal sector, for many come into the formal sector, and many carry that for pay tax. But one reason why people are reluctant for pay tax, in my view, now because they don't get any benefit from paying taxes. In the developed world, people they're willing for pay taxes, even to councils, because the councils they offer services to the people. People are ready for pay tax
to government because government they offer services to the people. But in Sierra Leone, nothing. The councils not they offer any service to the people. Even for car clear dirty, now you host pass you pay extra. So what do they pay all of these taxes for? And so until we get to the stage where somebody they see the benefit from the tax way they pay. And if you continue to keep the informal sector out there without paying taxes, you not find ways for bring them into the formal sector. Now, then they put too much, they follow trends. That's a of businesses, then they collapse by the day. Person, it's a self-not-day, the tax heavy. Every day that they can harass you, tax. And they make the kind of money where you need for make when you pay these taxes. The people that wait for car staying at your hotel for make the pay for make you run the hotel, they can. The few people who they can, they're not ready for pay. It's really a big problem. So the government need for look at this thing holistically. But because we get a serious problem, we cannot continue in salary, not able to. It's very serious. And part of the reason, now look, cost of transport alone, because of the condition of the roads in places like Falaba. In Bo, they say the transport share on the person income now over 12% of the money we person there, and it will go to transportation. The same for Port Local. It lower for I don't know the difference between Ken and McKinney, but it lower for Ken and McKinney. Now Kenneman at 6.54%, McKinney now 3%. 20 when you take Kada Masofia take 100,000, that the same with Pogobo. So this they explain, and where you go Poloko is about 70,000-80,000 for leave na those places, and the hardship score therefore is very high. And for make we see how all of this they also be looked at from the perspective of how various governments they don't perform. Because small differences then they between the time where APC for the left office waiting up in the prices of basic commodities, and now where SLPP then they in power. So the reference points where they get now March 2018, when they compare March 2018 and August 2025. Now that's then do. There people here. And they say in March 2018, they say a price will go 235 euros. You go for 7 euros. You get a percentage increase 8%. This one even now we No, this is triple the cost. 235 to 700. Now 3 times, almost 3 times the cost of a bag of rice. Now the cost now. The price of rice from the 1,000 where we don't reach to 700. They say oil, the gallon, it go from not too bad. It been there at 170. Now it is at 210,000. But look at 1 pint oil. Under APC, we will buy 1 pint oil for 3,500. Under SLPP now, 1 pint oil now 14,000. Almost 4 times plus. The price don't go up. Look at charcoal. Charcoal under APC, we will buy 1 bag charcoal for 30 Leone. 30 times. SLPP. You go dead west, because the farther you go west, the rest, buy the rest per cup, 1,200. Now they say almost 4 times the price don't go up. Gary, that are the most miraculous thing. It don't go up 10 times. The Gary, the cup of Gary will cost 500 Leone under APC. Now, 1 cup Gary, it don't cost 5,000 Leones under SLPP. Now, the Bogari, if you are buy Bogari, you for gentry. 20-fold increase. It get for do with it. They don't allow their trawler them, their foreign vessels. Then they all over now with territorial waters. Then the fish fit fatter. And the bad thing is that they know they land the fish inside Salono. Because we not still get the certification yet for make we will export with fish to Europe and other places in the West. They take the fish, they transship them to they process and they export. If we don't get the fish, we not get this fish here. It's really serious. This is the problem. You go for palm oil, not too bad. The change per gallon. But look at per pint. 1 pint palm oil will be 2,500. Now it don't go to 10,000. Fourfold increase. And then Plasas, 20-fold increase in Plasas. Plasas will be the buy 500 Leone for Thai. Now the same Plasas now 5,000 for Thai. How people are going to survive when the change in the minimum wage are just 200,000 Leones, from 600,000 Leones to 800,000 Leones? It's very serious. You look at Yabas. Yabas will go for 120,000 for the bag, for the big bag. Now 450,000 to 500,000. So it does, this is almost a 3.5-fold increase in the prices. And this now the trend, for all the various commodities. If you look at the small bag Yabas, it don't go from, or the unit cost for Yabas, it don't go from small Yabas from 500 Leone, we own them, APC them, now 4,000 Leones. You look at Bulgur for cup, fourfold increase. We own them that be 2,500 for Bulgur, now 10,000 for cup for Bulgur. Chicken, we own them that be 125,000 for a carton of chicken, now 470,000 rising. In fact, they say that they are around 500 to 550,000 as of today. Maggi unit price now be around 250. Now it don't go to 1,000 for one Maggi. And it increase by the day. If you take at the price today, it don't go past that. The beef for the pound now be 18,000 for pound. We own them, APC them. Now, if you are eat beef, you forget 90,000 leons for 1 pound. You know they even enough for one household. Fuel per liter, APC term, that be 6,000 leons. Then are the own term, the 25,000 leons for liter. So you see, say the price of fuel it don't increase fourfold, over 4 times, over fourfold. You know, the pepper will be buy pepper at 700 leons for cup. 700 leons for cup, the pepper. Now, pepper for cup at 15,000 leons. 15,000 leons. Cookery, we not get beef, and we not get fish. That culture, that ordinary person in your own way, my mother can go service yourself in the morning. Now, been 3,000 leons. You dey eat them, you okay for several hours. You go drink enough water, you could push you far. Now 15,000.
All
All
right.
right. Go ahead.
Yeah. So whilst we dey wait for Doc for continue, a very very interesting. I wish you can share this document with me. We need for get this document here so that we self go dey in position for do for do better analysis with this kind of document, understand wetin dey happen. When you look at the for me personally, I want to go with the economic idea we Doc they push with at this particular moment. That is for lower the price and also spread out the number of people that would pay tax. For a very, very long time, we don't know that Sierra Leone only gets like small amount of people paying tax. Okay. And then we get this huge amount of people not paying taxes at all. And the small amount of people who they pay tax in Sierra Leone, make a tell you, just people like civil servants, anybody who work in a government, of course, they pay you pay as you and you pay, you will call pay. And then you also get
Then they cut. Then they supposed for cut them, but you know they get you say for each.
yes, then you also get companies them and people that will get shops and companies them and and people that will come into the country like foreign workers, this and that, and then they pay tax at the country. So a huge amount of people they will not pay tax. So thank you make some thank you they are the kick at the kind of people that they get help. So if you go down now, go to them big markets, go to them markets, then go down na Kutoro, this and that. All the people that know you see they sell in markets, you know they ever pay tax. People that will say, oh, will they pay tax? They not they pay tax. They're not taxpayers. Okay. Sometimes at the end of the day, they will pay local tax. We local tax season each, and go carry them, go hold them color. But we go say pay tax in the business and not pay tax in the business. And Sierra Leone, I think to say Sierra Leone get this law, we allow a local citizen for start your business for some time without paying tax. But like now you start your business, you go get for go register all that registration and then a part of the taxing system where you pay. But like you say you pay tax in the business continuously, some people are not they do them. So that's like for me, I think to say in terms of waiting for Apple now, I think to say Doc Day in line with me Sefion thoughts, that is to fight and bring down the cost of living rather than increase the how would they call them, rather than increase
The minimum wage.
the minimum wage. You don't increase the minimum wage because you correct. You increase the minimum wage is a cycle of hardship. You dey bring come back because you increase the minimum wage. The businessman not get nothing for do it. They pay and they paying people on the minimum wage. Where they tell on waiting it they sell. You understand me? Waiting it they sell. So waiting they do now that they increase the price of waiting it they sell for recoup that thing they. So the person where you pay that 100, you don't pay 1,200. You understand me? When you go around, come back, they can't buy that same thing. That 1,200
But,
still not get
I
value.
not cut you word though. But I think say, like you said, the people then where they end for use the things that we go buy and then they suffer both the government
Exactly.
side and from the private sector. Now look at them. As we dey talk so, the same people they near you where they buy water. Government say that they add tax. So governments they add tax, then they want them where they do business as well. They add more per the price. So now they get for pull tax, they get for pull the salary inside it. Oh, that's the pay. Now we the people in the pay.
Of
And the
course.
government look December like this will talk so. How much they say they give the president for go use that thing?
5 billion.
So now we they suffer and now we the hardship they camp and more. So Doc, welcome again. Continue, sir.
Yeah, I think so. Arthur Pratt, you are right on point. These are the exact point where I make, and I'm glad the way if you're an economist, I'm glad the way they appreciate the layman in your own view on this issue. Yeah, not only the consumer they suffer, the businessman they suffer, the consumer they suffer. Yes, it is true that the businessman will always transfer the cost to the consumer. But when you transfer the cost to the consumer and the consumer not get the capacity for buyer, then the commodity left on your shelves.
Well, well.
The rotting. Especially the perishable things them.
When you
Yes.
go, where Abiyeri one tell the one minister they boast, say the shops are full, I will not get shortage of commodities. They go for food because nobody know they buy. Understand it? They go for food because nobody know they buy. Because the price is too high. People can't afford it. And when you get your shop, the rent, the wrong. Every year you get for rent. Now when you buy, you sell quick, you go buy back, you sell quick, you make profit, you go pay the rent. But if in the year, you be the go China 310 or 410, but now because you're not able to sell, you don't only afford for go China 110, how you go afford the rent at the end of the year? So this is a plenty shop owners, then they close down because they're not able for pay for the shops. They're not able for maintain their staff. So it's not only an issue of saying the consumer will pay. No, even you, the businessman, you just suffer because now the frequent turn where you buy, you sell quick, you go back, you go buy, car, you sell quick, make profit, go back. Now they make you enjoy. But if that not happen, you done lost big time. And this are the problem with just raising taxes. Another where they just feel say when they raise tax, I mean, even Megacola and those other people, I understand say NRA go to the people there, they tell them for add the price, the retail price. They add about 20 Leone on the retail price for a bottle of Megacola, and that 20 Leone they go to NRA. How can you be so wicked to the people of this country? So even the basic drink where the salon man been they buy now for drink, that don't become a luxury for buyer. People, we never buy the Coke again where they inside can or this side bottle where they are. So man they go manage the Mega Cola where they make an also Shakandas that they make a Kings what they call they make how they manage the then they again una can add the price again just for impoverished we. Una go una say, oh, we need more money from the toll, so let's increase the price of toll. They will pay 4,000 Leone for car. Now may they pay 10,000. They will pay this amount for poda. Now may they pay this amount. You just think about what they can to you. You don't know say as soon as you increase that price, the transport owners they also increase the
The
cost of
price.
transportation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the person where they sell the plazas, where if they pay X thousand Leone for bringing the plazas, now for bringing that same plazas there, if they pay X plus a certain factor for bringing the plazas, instead where this not of cost to the plazas, it don't increase the cost. And when they increase the cost, would that they suffer? And then now, would that be they can buy 1, 2, 3 Thai plazas for go cook in the house? Because the plazas don't be enough for Thai, you know they buy 3 Thai again. Now only 2 Thai. So this woman said, when be the car with the plazas before, where the car will sell her one day, get him money and go back. So if you know, if you can't come here now, that plazas hide the car with her. That's why the point I have. Because the people who can't buy and cannot go, they only buy her. So now all man they make where they grow soup in our house, just for make ends meet. Cook small rice where they call add plenty pepper. But remember they drink plenty water, where the belly flop, just for survival. And this now the problem with this country. And they don't seem for care. Because they're okay. The other day, I go na Bo for go bury with chairman. I did now one of the supporters then die. So I've been there for rush back to Freetown for can attend to the funeral arrangements. That Friday day, my brother, the number of Matukade, government Matukade, where they head towards Bo from Freetown, he alarmed me. And as soon as they hold the beer bottle, and the Matukade, they drive, they go at breakneck speed for go enjoy the weekend. Nabo and Kenema at the expense of the people of this country. This is not fair. And when we find out, say, at the end of the day, all the taxes here, where they just increase. Last week, I tell you, say, over $200 million of the money we're supposed for be generated through these taxes. Then the TIFA, it go buff. But but last week, now I asked the ACC boss, I say, make it do a work. So yesterday I read say that they arrest 3 people in NRA. I hope say they already make their scapegoats. When the real thief man then they did it, they don't touch them. But please, they don't confirm say Richard was right. Where I say that they thief money in NRA, the money they can to government. As I talk out, they don't arrest 3 people. I'll continue for talk. Let this government here act. Because it's like say pass Richard talk before they take action. So I'll continue for talk. Because when I talked last week, this week they arrest 3 thief man and NRA, then they in detention. So I'll continue for talk because when me they talk now facts, they deal with facts. And when I call them prices there, in fact, the woman there, now the shops, the market, where they cook, they will tell you, say, their prices here, they're old. And indeed, they're old. Now, since August last year, most of them, current price here, I tell you what, they're not even higher than waiting it be so. How will our people continue to survive? So I think waiting me out of the saying that the simply increasing taxes not to solve the problem, and not to increase revenue for government, because the taxpayers they will find 1,001 ways not to pay the tax. 2, simply increasing taxes without closing the leakages. We could just increase the amount of money available to the tax collectors, therefore thief. And the loser will be the consumer. Because when the businessman come and pay these taxes, to the consumer. So now we suffer. And then when the commodities that become too expensive for the consumer for buy, then the commodities that they left at the shops. And when they left at the shops, they're not able to sell. The businessman not able to sustain the business. It closed down. And when the businessman closed down, then the government self not able to generate the tax where it needs able to finance in your own other development activities. So now a vicious cycle. So therefore, if you want to address this issue, for look at it holistically, not to textbook economics. These are practical, daily living things, daily experience, a way of doing at things. And I don't listen to one famous economist where she have a view. I listen to a video clip where it talks say the best way for fix the economy are for reduce taxes across the board. And I make me to say, when I become president in 2028, God being my helper, we go reduce taxes across the board. When we reduce taxes across the board and reduce the burden for the businessman, Then we go broad tax base and try to get people from the informal sector into the formal sector and make them learn for pay tax. But then we will ensure that as they pay this tax, therefore reap the benefit. For example, if we work out a scheme, we go make the traders, for example, in Abacha Street, they begin pay tax. Then at least the government also for do a simple thing like we should say they get toilets.
Of course.
When I became as Minister of Trade, I go now Fisher Street Market. I be insist. Say all my meetings with the traders for go take place inside the market. Sengbe Pierre, when I go into those markets and I go see the condition under which we mama them, they transact business. I not even get my for talk now about that.
Very
Because it
pathetic.
is falling, it's very pathetic. That's not right. But that make Abi initiate projects for build markets. Because Abi believes we need for build specialized markets. That make I can tell always talk say one of my regrets in government now where they move me out of trade. I wish I be staying as Minister of Trade, and I wish President Kuruma be allow me for continue as Minister of Trade. Being give me higher responsibility for go na State House. Because I before continue with the agenda where we don't get for build these specialized markets with specialized services where we possibly go can a morning as business person, let's say they go na office, you carry first market, you open, you sell, wait door you lock, you go home, all insured, everything secured, decent place with a crash. So you go left you picking if you get small picking, you get a relaxation spot, you get clean toilet, state of the art. That was my idea about markets, and we go know we get markets for any type of thing where you want. Now that I believe is the way forward. Even this street trading, where then they talk about, for as long as we dey continue for allow the big business people for retail, we not go stop street trading. Now I make, when I be there as Minister of Trade, I make an attempt for repeal and amend the 2004 Sleeper Act for reintroduce the Wholesale and Retail Act. I be fail. When I fail, now the time I move on and prepare the local content policy with a local content law. I did promise Sierra Leoneans for say when I come as president in 2028, we dey reintroduce the Wholesale and Retail Act. If you dey sell wholesale, sell wholesale. If you dey sell retail, sell retail. So if we, for example, don't say Abacha Street, now wholesale street, you will only sell the wholesale. Nobody know the retail there. Any big business person will say you are wholesaler, you decide for retail, you will commit a crime and you will face the full force of the law. Such that when you now take the small mama them and papa them where they retail, you go park them at Victoria Park or any other place where you put the metal sell, they will get reason for sit down there and sell. Because they no say anybody want buy by yard, that's where they go come. But if they no say that man, that big shop now Abacha Street, instead the retail, then he get a small 3-4 bill or 3-4 roll for sale. You say make him go sit down inside park, they go there.
Never.
If they can pin in market in front of the big shop, so that at least when you can, you go see in your own force before you go inside. And when you're in a hurry, you go buy it from him. This technology, sometimes, we as planners, then they say, learn for address the core problem and not the symptom of the problem. So people are saying, oh, that make if you see throughout my time as Minister of Trade, I not ever dread any trade on the streets. I not ever do am. Because I always there of the view say, until you give the trader an alternative place for sale. You know they stop am for sell na street. And until you create the conducive environment where go make the trader who say you go put am, person go there for go buy. You no go, you no go force am for stay inside there. Especially when you consider the condition of these markets. You know, I go na their markets then Freetown. I find out say all the markets they empty inside, all but the kind of street for cancel. That because the one they sell for the can for can buy in a market, they're in a hurry. They don't agree go inside. So if you sit down inside with the market, you're on your own. So pass the can down with market now do can't point and pally people. So it's all a question of overall discipline and overall way of looking at things. So we need a holistic approach. So yes, we will repeal the 2004 Sleeper Act, but provide for a new Wholesale and Retail Act. We go ensure say if you are wholesaler, you are a wholesaler. If you are a retailer, be a retailer. And then we will make sure say we get specialized markets. If you want buy cotton, then material, and then print, this and that, side the way they go, that they the seller. If you want buy plazas, fish, this, side the way they go. If you want guy there, buy then guinea, then Chinese stuff there, side the way they go for go buy them. You know, say, now they know more they go, and they know more they get up. And if me they self are the seller, I'm not afraid, because I know say, if possible one time they come to me. You know, and all man go sell, all man go do business, and we go do that for ensure say business flow well in this country. But in a nutshell, I want to summarize, close by saying, this government, the way they use taxation as the own means for generating income in order for work, in not don't work that they have for 8 years, in order for work, and then just they punish the private sector. In fact, they kill the private sector, and then they further kill the consumer. Our people are suffering, our people are languishing, and that is why people then they ask for a change. And for make we know say things they don't really bad off. Even inside the bar in host now, in the thief rest. And when the thief rest, the pastor self, he didn't know say they don't thief rest. So
Because no better.
which means the rest no
Yes, not the.
because if the rest really
They no do.
but if the rest really but put a thief one bag, the pan no go know.
Yes.
Make the plan no say post you don't jump over fence, you don't can't thief one bag rest, you don't jump back over fence and can go. That's very, very serious business.
Okay.
And I think say may God
I thought
continue.
you know what thing?
Mm.
Doctor, anytime they talk about they can say la no laugh. But in the talker and in the talker say serious, but the thing it sounds very much funny. Now we don't know now say yes they enough. Then go thief back. Now make the park conscious say then thief the rest. Because now the only thing that the papa say for you get money in your wallet. Yeah. The time the conscious say picking don't go do something in a way no better.
I did tell you, yes, that will not better. And I tell you, say, who that can take them? Who that can? I'm get money here.
Yes,
I'm get 10,000 here.
they give the exact amount again. But if you
Yes.
sometimes we think we make a notice this money not to sabi left for. What I can put on there, something like that.
Yeah, you see, just a second here. Waiting doc talk, yeah, because I get few questions, one or two questions. I think say I just want to ask him. But before I ask him, let's just make people understand a little bit more. You understand me? Because when you talk, you actually see say we go into waiting at the crux of the problem na Sierra Leone. Sometimes can they we know how to deal with the economy from cultural perspectives. You know, we in Sierra Leone, I don't know what's in our problem. We not think to say we for diversified in such a way that we culture, you know, and traditions for play key role in developing the economic sector. What make at the talk so now because at the end of the day, we don't get governments. We just they think of taxing, and they not they look at ways and means through which they can sustain and keep the system flowing properly. That's one. But when Doc they talk about when they talk about retailing. Retailing is tradition. It's part of our culture. It's cultural to Sierra Leone. Retailing, you know, to like a we market system. It can be very difficult for structural like a way how we disown at the West. You understand me? But in a way, now the same thing they talk so, like how we did at the West, now they try for fix them, but in a cultural context, recognizing the fact that the ordinary man at the street, you get people that where they grow in business, where they start with hawking, they start with retailing one. So you get for consider them people and you get for factor them in the in the development scale. Outside then suppose for the and secure then they. Because now only when you secure them kind people and they also able for broaden your tax base if you want for broaden your tax base at all. Myself now one person will not to believe in taxes. You know, I make I observe waiting Donald Trump they do with regards. He made a statement that he's going to try to remove I think na pay he want for remove some kind of tax, the taxes the way people in the pay now with their salary. He wants them forget money bulk, but I sure say that is going to lead to paying taxes on items. You understand me? But then he also will be unique for see how that's the help individuals then for grow. And these are for me now my own experiment I go look at waiting Sierra Leone need. You talk about markets. For a very long time, I one proponent we don't talk about building specific kind of structures where they help Sierra Leonean market. What I mean the market to say they go buy, for grow and develop and advance. We know they don't understand. We know they recognize the areas then they of growth. One day I tell somebody, I say, I don't know if I'm not talking about I say take Congo market. If not me, I dey build big mall around what I said in a Congo market. Massive one. We get several levels. You go outside, you go buy plazas for buy fish, you say go get this, you say go get that. If I take down that long step area, I saw this. I begin forget this thought when I go South Africa 1 year. I go Cape Town. Then get one place in Cape Town when they call waterfront. A place where I like for go relax. Waterfronts are just like that Kube long step area. All that edge day. Now in them build massive mall with hotels right at the top. We control the business na that area day and ensure that government they able forget in needed revenue. We able forget because the market is structured in such a way that people know they balance all of them thing there. But Doc, what I want for can to ask, but you talk also about services, wherein the government of Sierra Leone, and that is the truth. Successive governments are not able to focus on government offering services, whether local government or national government offering basic services where people can go enjoy because then they pay tax. In not day. And when you cut and down, when you cut and down, you also understand that government they refuse. Would they rather turn some sectors away government for they on top of. We rather turn their sectors and they over to the private sector for let them control them than governments they on top of. And for example, water resources now for me it painful because I was born in Freetown. I grew up in Freetown. I know they go get water in the street. Pass what one time Guma Valley they lock for clean. Oh, they lock tomorrow. The community seven me, the way Guma Valley lock. Now like a 1 hour. Water don't can house. So also water been there. But they like I say, they want you to understand that private water company they also take over that. Government don't completely neglect that water business day. If you come to the to the West, you go find out say what's I said also yeah. I get several water bottle, but the pump they run still. But I choose for buy healthy options. Healthy options not there. So how would you or what would you prefer for ensure say we get healthy and secured options wherein local businessmen they're not going to bribe government officials then for ensure say we not get them basic amenities there like a water being available in every home.
Thank you very much, Arthur. And I thank you for where you try for throw more light by what that we talk about, and you give me a bit of an academic perspective. Making try for break things down so that the average person where they listen to me will understand that without any complications. And that's how they do.
Yeah,
And I'm
definitely.
also glad it where you also come and talk about this whole issue around developing the private sector and privatization and how then they related to service delivery. You know, the role of government now for offer services to people. There are certain services where you know they privatize. There are certain services where you're not supposed to privatize. Because when you privatize them, na problem. Now, make for example, even on the issue of energy, I've always believed say we can privatize the generation, but we don't privatize the transmission and distribution. So we can get the independent power providers for come and generate the power. Then they sell the power to government. Government be the off-taker, and then government on sell to the private sector. The advantage now that government they able control the pricing. Two, government they make money we not they spend 1 cent because the private person they come, for example, where be there as chief of staff will be they negotiate an IPP for Jindal at that time, where they before can give we power, generate 350 megawatts of power at 14 cents per kilowatt hour. That ended. Now I believe they can get a far less than that. But at that time, but when you compare them to the other available independent power sources, for example, what we get from the sugarcane factory, the ADAX, maybe they go for 18 to 20 cents per kilowatt hour, then the 14 cents was very attractive, you know. So if we go ahead with that transaction, we don't get 350 megawatts of power. Now Sierra Leone, we before don't solve the power problem once and for all. And we before establish the first 175 megawatts power na Pepero, because it was going to be coal-based. And I always there be view say we're gonna forget the short, medium, and long-term measure.
Long term.
Short term, we want the power by any means. After that, we will begin now the clean up. We'll go green gradually. But let's have the power first. And let's begin industrialize. Let's begin add value to the goods. Let's begin generate enough money. Then we can now in the medium to long term begin modernize. So therefore, as I repeat, the generation part we can privatize. Then government they sign power purchase agreements. We will negotiate at we own cost, and then we on sell them. So when you think, for example, this current government, the tariff where they load on people, I should say it's now over 30 cents per kilowatt hour to 40 cents per kilowatt hour. So when you compare that to 14 cents, we'll forget 350 megawatts of power over a 4-year period from Jindal. You will see say it was very cheap energy. And in fact, with that one, if we get her, even if we decide for on seller at 16 cents per kilowatt hour, that 2 cents, where would they put as a markup for government? Beaucoup money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Beaucoup money for government. And we will not spend 1 cent for generator power day. We will not spend 1 cent. Just like they told this Masheka to related to Masheka. We will not spend 1 cent as government for make that road day. But on a daily basis, government generates money from that road. You know, so that the same is true for water. You know, I there be view for say we can privatize the process for make them do desalination. Take water from the ocean, desalinate them, then pump them in large quantities into tanks where governments will establish around Freetown, for example, and then maybe up the hill, preferably, and then through gravity, distribute the water around Freetown. The technology exists at very cheap cost now for able to do that and fix the water problem once and for all. Government will now invest in your money on the transmission and distribution network for ensure say water go right round. So, but you on those things, you know, they privatize the whole value chain. You get for left certain aspects under absolute government control. That is my view. If I get more evidence to the contrary, maybe I go revisit that video. But for now, I believe that certain aspects of the value chain therefore remain in the hands of government. But this is different from private sector development. Me also, of the firm conviction, say the private sector are the engine for economic growth and prosperity. And we get now both the domestic private sector and the international private sector. And I believe, say, now only when we attract foreign direct investment, now only when we also strengthen with domestic private sector for make them able compete in the market, now we go do well. When I be as Minister of Trade, when we introduced the local content law, at the time of the local content policy, we deliberately make a provision there for say every investment in this country for be 25-30% locally owned, nationally owned. We want to protect the domestic private sector so that foreign companies don't come in and take everything. I know when I be engaged with the business people, they want for cry for last, what you are they complain for? Now risk could they take, not so for can't do business, not to money. Now they go trust, not so they say yes, so not a problem. All I'm saying is that let we all salon man themselves, join for go trust. Let themselves go trust. The risk that they take, una so like Sierra Leone, una like and pass we, I know. But we are una allow let we self join, let we self go join una for go trust. Let we all go trust this money now. And when we can't do the investment. If we make the profit, let we all share back. So in that way, the domestic private sector will also benefit. You know, and they end up for 6 cents. You know, I also do even in terms of the recruitments. You know, a certain 20% of the senior management cadre for Sierra Leonean, 50% middle level for Sierra Leonean, and 100% lower level. But then I'll be put a caveat for saying, within a 5-year period, the big international businesses, therefore, get a capacity building program where go ensure, say, them build local capacity for takeover.
Oh, the Chinese approach. Yeah, the Chinese approach.
You know, for takeover those businesses. And that I still believe strongly, say, that is the way to go. So when you strengthen the private sector, what thing that they do like that, gradually, would they move away from government being the largest employer of the country to the private sector being the largest employer. And then when you do that, then the government generates real tax. But if now government are the largest employer, government go charge payee. Now Johnny permit rape and Johnny rest, no work done. You talk about President Trump and the intention for remove payee tax. I tell you for free, some of those policies can have selfish implications. If me a businessman, it go there in my interest as president for remove payee tax because it is seriously reduce my overheads. Because the wage bill now one of the serious areas where we spend. You know, so in the overheads, when you remove the payee tax, you don't need for increased salaries too much because they take home plenty. But then, if I also did the retail business, understand it? Also did in the retail business, then I transfer the tax surreptitiously into the retail sector. Then when the person don't get this boku money, naturally, the moment person in income increase, in appetite for
They
spend
grow.
also
They
increase.
grow as well. Yes.
Understand it?
Yes.
So you go buy. And then when you go buy and you make more money. So sometimes some of these policies will get for weigh them carefully. You know, the other day I will talk about Trump import substitution industrialization. Where they farm. You know, where you want for support your domestic private sector. Let's say I want for support poultry farming in Sierra Leone. So what they do are they slam tariff on imported eggs. So that by the time the egg they land in Sierra Leone, it don't become too expensive.
Too expensive, yeah.
for buy. So you not get choice, but for buy the local egg na Sierra Leone. Excellent. So in that way, but for make that happen, the capacity for also exist that Sierra Leone for saturate the market. Because if not, then there'll be shortages on the shelves. Because if they knock out the egg again, it not become too expensive. It will stop for counter. Of course, if I count egg, the carrot in my hand, I'm not going to import again. But then if I not import again eggs, then you that the local sector not able to produce enough eggs for supply the country, then a problem. So they end up forget artificial scarcity
Yeah.
of the eggs. And then they translate it to higher prices. Now, now this is the problem where Trump they face in America. America, under normal circumstances, now a very prime ground for import substitution industrialization because they get the land mass, they get the population, they get the money, they get the technology, they get everything. So you can slam tariffs and then build the capacity locally for produce and saturate the market. But what it make the policy they fail in America, now because the same time when they play this policy, well, they say that the economists said that they don't do the analysis for that. They say it can work, yes, it can work. But they're not, at the same time, you are sending away the labor force. So the people away for working at the poultry farms, for produce the eggs, you don't send them away. People for working at the factories, for provide cheap labor, for very small masses, you don't send them away. Factories are closing, businesses are closing. How are you going to saturate the market? So the shelves are empty. There's scarcity. And the law of demand and supply as it relates to price, you sabi are better than me. Understand that? So these are the problem. These are the problem we face. So we get in governance, where they introduce any policy, you get for look at the flip side of the policy and see how best they apply. And no policy, you know, they say because it has worked in this sector or in this country, therefore, under similar circumstances, you go work now. Like, so small variable inside the equation, don't enough for distort the analysis. So in conclusion, I will also say yes, we need for really ensure that we handle privatization very well. We get for make sure say certain aspects of services are not privatized because of the reasons that were outlined above. Thank you.
All right.
Samuel Pierre,
Mm-hmm.
you did it?
I did.
Is it time for we
Yes, we'll go over. But
we'll
one small thing before we go over, you know, this issue where una the so about how for staff the one the way they count commodities, so the one the way they in the country were able to take control. And that same thing they we actually want for donor salon. But the problem now we're not able for example the rest. We're not able to provide the kind rest, produce the kind rest, then and then go leave, you know, tax on the rest. So now, in as much as the demand for the rest don't low, importation don't reduce, the government happy say now because of then don't, you know, try for now we all rest now in the use, which of course not true. The reason we make the rest now the shop or wait to make them import more rest now because people know the demand for a better. Money no they who's person put money for buy rest. You know, now we own problem than the way we get. But anyway, like we can say no more, then people can most times sabi deal with the issue na the paper than when it come for deal with them actually, you know, na the ground.
You know, yesterday I talked to somebody. I write something under somebody in Facebook page. They talk about education. I will not want educated people again as Sierra Leone. And I say, well, I don't argue with you. I agree with what you say. But the thing is, for people for understand that education not actually mean to say you go school per se. That's not just one aspect of it. Education, you just didn't forget the ability for able for translate what you don't learn. You able for translate them into your everyday life. And that should say you are educated. You know, so for me, when it can come to this particular government, I'm not like for talk about your education at all.
In other words, if you practicalize them.
Of course, because if you never for translate, you never for practicalize them. I want both say me na
so now like
masters.
the same thing you could talk about we classroom I call them bank governor we been get. It's a bit all through the
Bon,
paper. But when
we
it
get
comes
all the
to the
economics. We get the
implement
economics on
them,
paper.
yes, but they not sabi. So that then
That's the thing. But just a quick one, yeah, Doc. Before you then begin to call, probably in just 1 or 2 minutes. Me, that the kind of person way, I always believe you don't address some of this thing inside the points that we just laid down. Talk about the private sector developing silence private sector. But I get one strong belief in. I also believe in making billionaires. Now you own country identifying people, just like for example, what happened with people like
Nigeria.
Konteh and Nigeria and Dangote, where they able for keep you where they able for keep foreign currency inside your money. You
Like,
think to say that experiment has done in Nigeria and a wise thing for Sierra Leone, considering we own the kind people that will get our country? Oh, oh.
Yeah,
You get
carry
me?
on.
Yeah, you get me question?
Yes. Okay, make us start this way. When I was Minister of Trade in March 2011, President Kuruma asked me for bring together all the traders in our stadium. And he addressed them. And he said he want for make billionaires. Well, he millionaires out of the traders. And so he said, let we develop a policy to that. Now that we develop first the small and medium enterprise fund, where
Okay.
we been give out to traders, because at that time we find out say plenty business they be close because the microcredit where they try to go take, the interest rate be too high. And instead of helping the business people, it be the poor the businesses because the interest rate be just too high. So we be decide for give out the SME loan. We're at 5% per annum with a 3 months grace period. So, and for like some of the guys that will be get hotels and other small businesses, I give them deliberately high loans so that they go use the money for go pay off their loans that they get them back and free themselves from the burden of the high tax. Somebody pay left now.
yeah, sorry.
And free themselves from the high taxes where or high interest rates where they've been get for paying at the banks. So now that, for example, I've been doing with this guy Nabo and Maya Kaikai na Kailang, etc. Kukube, where they do Adwa with Paja, where they do the poultry, Pakai, where they do the poultry. I supported Marican, where they do the oil and the soap. I provided this support to them so that, because I've been find out, say, they get huge debts. That the bank debts were crumbling their businesses. So I'm coming with this SME loan for help them. Because many of the view say, you get for allow the businessman there for make money. When they make money, they go tax the money. Whether they make the government go then generate the revenue where it need for meet your own other costs. Even the policy what I tell you about with the local content law
Yeah.
for force Sierra Leone, for say all businesses for be 25 or 30% nationally owned. Again, a part of a deliberate policy for also make millionaires in dollars out of Sierra Leoneans. So take, for example, if you find out that good, now you will see say in Sierra Leone, we get now mining companies that's a national, which was unthinkable before. So now some of these policies where we been start and create the framework for this for happen and yield these fruits now. Because sometimes you have to be deliberate in your policies. You know, like you always talk, say Sierra Leone will get some of the best laws, but we probably not have to implement these laws. So yes, I believe that we have to make, for me, there's nothing wrong in people becoming rich. There's nothing wrong in people becoming rich. As long as in the process for become rich, you not break the law. And in the process of becoming rich, you not do at the expense of others. I don't get that problem. So if you work within the framework of the law and you make your profit and you make your money and you use the money inside Sierra Leone and benefit others, so be it. And I think say business get for grow. And we they see even in the developed world, people make money, but you for make clean money, and plow back into the economy, create jobs, create the social capital, create for we the political capital what we need, and create economic capital for make the machinery of government the economy of the country the flow. And I think it's very helpful, And when we do this, we also take deliberate steps for strengthen the commercial banks. Currently, we be introduced one policy where me not be agree with. And talk on here. That is single treasury account. And not be, but the rationale for them be also good. I must confess. We will get a situation wherein most of these government institutions they get millions and millions of dollars seated in their commercial bank accounts. Then they do not get the absorptive capacity for utilize those funds. So these funds that they don't unutilized. When government now runs sort of money, they come to this commercial bank for can take domestic through treasury bearer bonds. Then they take this same government in money where they in the commercial bank, they trust the government. And they pay the banks there heavy interest. So
Why
for
is the
stop
government
that
not make any profit?
they say, yes, they stop that they say, let all this money go into a single treasury account in the Bank of Sierra Leone, so that at least governments now go the Johnny Rest go to Johnny. Johnny Pama go
Yes.
to Johnny
Permanent
Rest.
Johnny, yes.
Yes. Yes, so now that's they do. But if you know they don't work for them, they don't overdo and tell they can't trust back from the commercial banks. But maybe they of the view say the economy in Sierra Leone is not strong enough. The private sector is not strong enough for make the private sector on their own able to sustain the banks, the life of the banks. In Nigeria, conversely, we get somebody like Dangote, where in one he get money pass alone. We get money man in Nigeria. We get so much money that in one they open bank. It generates enough money from his businesses for able to sustain that bank day. Sierra Leone, which business? Then as they generate enough money for able to sustain a bank. They. In fact, if you look at the balance sheet for many of these big businesses, they're always in the red. Although some of them are deliberate. Now, because when then they move capital out of the country, they never come back. Most of these big businesses, when then they export, the money never comes back. So that makes me to say, but protect the private sector. I got to do the following. One, we go ensure say all exports from this country will get for guarantee that a substantial percentage of those resources are repatriated into the
Back
country
to Sierra
through the
Leone.
commercial banks. Therefore, ensure that it happens. So that not just one-way traffic, but be two-way traffic. Where you go, money for cab. Two, we therefore ensure say all procurement for all investments inside this country for be generated locally. So if you want for can do a business, for that open mining company, for example, and you need machines, you need vehicles. If you want for order those vehicles, go to a local commercial bank and make them do the LC for bringing the goods. So that at least the local banks themselves could generate some money from this transaction. But what will happen now that most of these transactions they originate externally. And so with commercial banks, now they get the benefits where they're supposed for derive from these transactions. And that for me is a problem. We get for change that narrative. We get for also ensure say if you say you want to do an investment of X million dollars, make the money come first and lodge them in a commercial bank in Sierra Leone. If you say you want to build hotel, that's Sierra Leone. For make we sure say you're not ready for can build the hotel. Before we finalize the paperwork for make can build the hotel, you for don't lodge a certain percentage of the money into a local commercial bank. And from there now, it begin spend.
All right.
So that they get enough foreign exchange coming into the country. So these are some of the policies. We can continue that discussion there next week, here. But these are the direction where I believe say we need for good for physical, practical, real life types of intervention. I believe say will work for the country.
The idea is beautiful. And when they listen, say, some of the ideas are new, some of the ideas, then ideas the way been don't come up before this time. But we dey look forward for see how best the one that can transmit, can actually transform the lives of Salon people. And because if all of them they are so, then put her into practice, they implement them, then practice her to Salon, we'll be able to move from one place to another. Anyway, you where to watch right now. If you want to add a voice inside the program, I saw you see somebody be the time for call, but by then doctor be the talk. So now you time for you come and ask your question to doctor if you want to ask question or waiting will be your point inside the program. So if that be the case, let me go quickly and take Thomas
Hello?
Sankara. Yes, and
Hello?
Tuawe. Yes, welcome.
Yeah, this is a concern caller. So I want to ask Doc, which strategy way you go put in place for lift the minimum wage? Because for instance, if you pay person 800,000 na salon, yes na 600,000, 700,000. How you go lift that up to a certain amount of wages will be safe? You buy the rest like back in the days, you able to get plus transport will serve you for the month, or even beg you get transportation for the rest of the month. And then secondly, in the time of talk of the water system now salon, how for distribute the water, I say the right thing. The gravity, we get the water they come on FBC, that small bam road. They waste over trillions of gallons every year. So we don't need machine from pump that water. And I thank them for set up that side. And then launch and kind of with gravity. So why all this time, like we strategy with them for because we want to see that implemented like at least for less and we strategy there for use for let you able to work out this water system where water go all over the country.
Okay.
And that number.
Thank you.
Yes,
so
sir.
we go on the line again and take another call quickly. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and where you call from?
Yes, my name is Alpha Jane. They call from Freetown.
Welcome, get the platform.
Yes, the question, and thank you guys. Thank you, Doc, for coming out tonight and address the nation on these important issues. When it comes to the water, city council they collect money to we will get property then a Freetown. What is who service where city council they provide to we the citizens there? We not get water. Will not get light. You get for Billy water well. You get for Billy your road for Canada host. You get for get a standby generator or you get a solar. So again, the question again to Doc. I mean, all the points are we on this. I think that when I basic necessity for all Sierra Leoneans therefore able to afford electricity, good road, healthcare, and water system. But now we'll not get this. So again, how did this place where they call city council, how then they operate, where then they collect their revenue there, what did they do with them? Why we citizens that we supposed to pay for property there? Oh no, they get the basic service there. Thank you very much.
Right. Thank you. The line still open. Let me go again and take the line. Please not call on another line. The number within at the screen are only that number there. You can call, please. The number within at the screen. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and the call from?
Yeah, this is Abdullah call from the US.
Go ahead, sir. Get the platform.
Yeah, good evening to Arthur and Dr. Richard. Richard, the question I get for you come with an idea, say you go build structures for people and for go in and do business. I mean, I'm in with that. The reason being, it go make them easy for be able to collect taxes. But I'll tell you the challenge where you go face now. Let me say Freetown, for example, because I am no more. Most of them places in some of them are government placed, they don't occupy. People don't go grab the land and they sit on there. And it happened in both government, both SLPP and APC, I go blame them for that. For be able to get some of them land and they back and put them structure and it go be an order. I don't know how you go jump that order. Then the other one we really think about, we been on the happen before. But because of we get this problem of maintenance, after if you can call it all the group, like when mama go and buy that maggie and forget for buying a dove cut, we get them community markets or the area market select. You can see like Regent Road markets. I think Kutoro they don't still exist. Them markets and them is spread around. During the time they will be small when APC be in charge. Them markets and some of them don't die, don't know they exist again. How best you go try for activate some of the markets in there? Because for example, it's senseless for things where you're able to forget the neighborhood, somebody get for go all the way to Dove Court, go mass photo again, forget them. Thank you.
All right, so the line's still open. Let me take other call quickly. Welcome to the show, family member. You name and the call from?
Hello, this Mr. Abdullah Kamara. From the United States.
Welcome, you get platform. Please go ahead.
I feel say Dr. Konteh gets all waiting it takes for make history in this country when we own country Sierra Leone. With waiting in the outline, it looks we really need for put them in office because they articulate the problem one at a time from our begin listening. You get the idea, I get the know-how, and a person will know the problem that the country will need for put the place. So I tell you, thank you, and I give an audience for making it explain to we will not know anything there. Kudos to Dr. Konteh. Dr. Konteh, thank you very much. That's all. Thank you.
All right. We go on the line and take another call quickly. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and inside the call from? Hello? Hello? Okay, we go to another call quickly inside the... Yes, did you get me? Okay. Did you get me? Kola, we not hear you clear. Hello?
According to Dr. Rida, Liberia border, according to Ramutina relationship with the colonial master, it's not there for can 15 not there for can defend. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
All right, so
Hello,
Doc,
you get me, sir?
yeah, they get you. They get me?
I just want for us. I just want for us to think that
you get me, Kola?
With our colonial masters, according to Liberia border, Dr. Rida, that the colonial masters then don't impose themselves in we. If any leader who they can know able dance to their swing, then go find them difficult to take action in the country according to all what they articulate to. Things they in place, but what's in the relationship between with the colonial masters according to Liberia border, Dr. Rida.
All right, thank you very much. Doc, you get a question there?
No, I don't get that clearly.
Well, basically, they asked, you It ask, waiting at the relationship between you and, for example, the Britain, the US. He said because according to Victorida, sorry, them people and the way consider themselves for be colonial master them, they impose themselves on we. If you not able for dance to them tune as a leader, then it will get for the problem. We take another call quickly. Welcome to the show, family member. You didn't say the call from.
Yeah, good evening. Salam alaikum, big brother. How are you
Alaikum
doing?
salam. What did you find out yourself?
Alhamdulillah, they call from Europe.
Go ahead.
Doctor, you talk very nice, alhamdulillah, may Allah help you all. But my question is, I want to ask Una, how long it got for take for APC SLPP for build up Sierra Leone, at least for now get a basic common life? How long it got for take? Because now APC SLPP will be all along. 30 they will fight for drinking water, good road, lights, good hospital. How long it got for take, sir? Please, I go and let you answer me.
Thank you.
Then back again, I said they say you talk fine. Now the same thing, Mother Bio, it talk, Mother Bio with me at. Look how we end up right now. So much demand at the road, na the street or whatsoever, I don't become normal. So now so go they deteriorate every year, every time APC come they deteriorate, SLPP come they deteriorate. When other country they make not a government they make the country give the people a better life. Ego, una help we now at least let we your generation get better life before we say they die. Yeah, and I beg answer me questions. How long gonna go for take?
Thank you very much. Right, line still open. Actually, doctor don't come on the line, so maybe I can jot down one day for him quickly. Where's my pen? I can jot down for him quickly. Oh, me students and don't take my pen. Sorry. I just take quickly before I take this other call. Okay, welcome to the show, family member. Your name and where you call from. Hello, caller.
Yes, and this is Namurki Sulaiman.
Go ahead, get the platform.
Yeah, sorry, the last side I meet up where doctor they talk about.
Sulaiman.
Where doctor they talk about the banks, the local banks there. So if you want to build hotel, at least if you invest money in the local banks there. I get a question about that because the influx of foreign banks in Sierra Leone, especially the Nigerian banks, what thing doctor go on do about that? And how doctor go able to encourage our financier them, people that do banking and finance, let's for them to open banks them, encourage Sierra Leoneans for open banks. Because places like Botswana, where the Nigerian banks and go, they not allow them there. They're not allowed because anywhere where Nigerian banks and there's a tendency that the Sierra Leone money they go to Nigeria. So there's no way able to stop them from siphon Sierra Leone money. Secondly, I hear people when they talk about the water system. I don't know whether they talk about the water in Sierra Leone. Is there anything Dr. go on about the local river? That water within our daily for you. Because that in fresh water. Is there anything Dr. go on do for make with the Sierra Leone and they use that water? Because it's a fresh water.
Thank you very much.
Question
Thank you. All right. Doctor, the question where you missed, somebody they ask how long it could take for transform Salone people alive them because for long term APC and people now don't deal with we, but what are not the lights, not the thing I would struggle for get.
Yeah, I get the question.
All right, okay, fine. I feel say missed that one. Okay, so I'm safe. We go and take 3 more calls quickly. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and where you call from.
Hello, good evening. My name Abdul. The call from.
Welcome, get the platform. Please go ahead.
I don't follow Dr. Konteh all this while. We have seen himself now a very good man who give like this presidential waiting call for the country. But the problem we all know a salon use and repair with at already and I wanna make you see brother at brat. Yeah. Salon today, one party day out. Like APC, SLPP they in, SPC they out now, right? People them back they say, when you patch they come. And Dr. Konteh know exactly what they talk. You know how most man sit right now the wait? Where they want for go to direct immigration, what a key oil refining for just get the same thing. So here we would all under for control everything.
Thank you.
It articulate a lot of things where he really need a job, but here would all side because right now man they hang for what a key, man they hang for oil refining, man they hang for immigration, for go get money back. Say no government don't come. So that's just the thing I want to ask them, yeah.
All right, thank you. We'll go to another question quickly. Another call.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Now we see, or that we get inside again quickly. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and inside the call from.
Thank you, Shengefe. This is Fab from London.
Welcome, sir. Get the platform.
Okay. This Doctor Awa asked question. Dr. Richard Konteh, thank you for coming again, boy. My own question concerning your own politics, your own relationship with the international people, because according to Dr. Rida, they can tell you a lot about Salon and the international community. So according to the international community now they dictate how Salon they go. So I want to know what's your relationship, because alleged that they say Mother Biona ain't killed the queen because he lied at the queen. What's he not be expected? Go talk him. So what's your relationship you get with the international community? How your politics they play? I want to tell you. If you don't own or you deal with the British and the America, but I just want to get idea that will go now they work out with you.
Thank you very much. Okay, we'll take the last call inside the program. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and inside the call from.
Yeah, me no more.
Okay.
Go at the call from United Kingdom.
Okay, welcome. Get platform. Go ahead.
Yeah, which maybe want to ask there. If we fortunate for the flag bearer, and forbidden the flag bearer and go to election and he win as president, how to address water issue? In a sense, if you look the sustainable development goal number 6, it tells we see the people that get access to safe drinking water. But when you look Sierra Leone as at now, not access to just water, not to safe, the safe food, because majority of the people here now water well all man they dig. So when you look for let we maintain that goal there, let we attain them in 2030. Then if income in 2028, it just get 2 years. We people then will continue for drink from the well water them, where they not they clarify them, all man just they dig the environmental impact. So what you will get for do for solve that problem there? Because all man they dig water well, any side you go, all man pity fatter. And the contamination is so high that people and they sick. Typhoid, the water they not clean. Pure water company they sell water, their water themselves they not clean. So what in doc go actually do for address that issue there as a quick fix? I mean, not for wait say pass we reach to the higher side.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, all the call and that one day we will take inside the program today. One for appreciate to time with me in the show before that day. Just one for tell when I say just know before I think by the weekend the song we would have been choose the other day it will actually come up. Get a taste of waiting it look like right now, please. Okay, so just they come back just now.
Stay right here, stay right here. Clean kind love, no afraid, no make. Sorry, sorry. My heart's on repeat when you say my name. Sister, I repeat, swear dancing in the flame.
All right, so All right, so we go now to Doc. We go to Doc now. After what's making the smile start that one?
No, continue no more. you look like self on this business. Anyway, that's it for me.
All right. Okay,
Now you
Doc.
think so?
Now after one, any mix so.
Doc.
All right, over to you, Doc.
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to say thanks to all the one them way don't contribute, we make comments or they ask questions. I think they're very helpful. It shows that they're listening and they're concerned. The first one, I get a cold though. Yeah, BRB. You say how for lift the minimum wage, and I think if we don't talk, say it is not just about lifting the minimum wage. Of course, I know say salary levels generally are low in most for the majority of the people, and therefore we need for rationalize the salary structure. Because we get a situation wherein we get some people who are very well paid, earning over $10,000 a month. Many people, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month, whilst the vast majority they earn less than $100 a month. That disparity is not right, and we need for find a ways for bridge that disparity there and ensure say not only they earn too low, then earn a bit more. Not only they earn too much, we get to reduce their salary for make themselves use that difference for compensate and take care of the other way they earn too low. Make all money will raise in standard of living small. I think say a radical step we need for take for rationalize the salary structure. I will not say all man will earn the same salary. No, it will not happen. But make people there with the same level of qualification. Just because you're lucky for working on one side, the person on the other side, they get this kind of salary. I'm not think say if yeah. But we will see how best that they go work. But clearly the minimum wage is low. But what to make it more marked, a more serious the way it be so. Now because the prices are not too high. When under APC, we be they get a minimum wage of 600, but then you be they get a bag of rice for under 200. Then you able to get 3 bag rice with your minimum wage. So if you able to buy 1 bag rice, you get enough money for take care of other chores. I think the problem now the prices will skyrocket. So simply increasing the minimum wage is not the solution. Because if you increase the minimum wage and then the price then go up again, energy wasted, no work done. So therefore, what we would get for do now for try for reduce prices. Take steps for reduce prices. And one step in that direction are for reduce taxes. When you reduce taxes, you also then try for make sure say they no overburden the consumer. And I tell you, government again are part of the problem. Look at you now example, GST. GST is supposed to be an end use tax, where they pay at the point of end use. But if they collect GST na shop, in Awataki. After they don't collect in Awataki, where the goods they come back now the shop for car sell, they charge GST back.
GST back.
The wholesaler. And then sometimes when the wholesaler sell back to the retailer, if the retailer your shop big back, they go give a machine back, then charge GST back. So waiting for be 15-17%, they end up for be 40-45%. This is the problem. And they just compound the problem. So we get for make sure say things like GST, you pay it once. And if we don't decide now, say all GST now what I kid they collect up, hallelujah. Then we don't go put machine again at shop, make person charge GST back. Now all of these they cause the problem. But if you say now you go put the machine at the shop for collector and they're not collecting our taki because you're not going able for get a distinction, and that I think is the issue. And the strategy for water, I think say a number of people have asked this question, so I will repeat my answer once and for all. Somebody talk about the Rokel River. Yes, when I've been there as chief of staff, when we be the work on the MCC, and we be the talk about the water project, we'll be one for submit that request to the MCC. The idea then was for make we get water from the Rokel into Freetown, because we feel say it's cheaper and it's purer the fresh water and all this type of stuff. If we just pump, do the transmission and distribution lines into Freetown, and then we see how we can distribute around Freetown. It's true, and of course, it's also true that if you pump water up the hills, then through gravity, you can able to supply most of Freetown because of the terrain, the landscape of Freetown. That is also true. Yeah, but it was also around the time where I've been to get that discussion, or will be the work on the MCC. Now I've been getting a visit from the Egyptian ambassador at that time. Now he can't tell me, say, he say, Dr. Konteh, he say, I don't understand. He say, why Freetown forget issues of water when I get this ocean? He say, we're not supposed to get water problem when I get this ocean. He say, we're not for just desalinate the water. So I ask a few questions, and then following that, I consult with some of my friends. I get a friend in England, Dr. Abdulanas, as he say, we're a water specialist, and we don't go do water systems in plenty parts of the world. I ask him this question. I say, yes, it's possible. He said the technology exists, and the cost will become cheaper with time, you know. And so he sort of reassure me, say it can work. And so and I can say, instead of going to Rokel for go take water, Pagbele Bridge for go take water for Kana Freetown, why would not go take water from the ocean? We can have 3 or 4 points outside they process the water from the ocean, starting from Waterloo, take Kandona, Aberdeen. You can have 3 or 4, 5 points outside in the do, and then from there they pump the water into any of the hills where they around those areas, and from those hills through gravity the pure water come and they distribute them, and then the salt wouldn't they extract from the water, they can use it for other purposes. You know, so for most manufacturing processes you need salt. So, and for food consumption also, food processing and other things, you need salt. Salt is a very valuable ingredient. So now 2 businesses in one. So I don't gradually fall in love with that type of thing, and I think that another will do. Somebody mentioned the issue about wells, boreholes. Even in America, they have boreholes. And in some of the flat, low-lying areas around the country, boreholes can work. You can do boreholes, and then you pump the water into suspended tanks, and then using gravity, you can distribute clean, pure water across those communities. So we therefore get a combination of those and see which side it will work best. We will do that. Mr. Janet, thank you very much for your compliments. And yes, the concern where you raised about city council, like concern where myself raised, and now I don't appreciate why Bible they fed the hot tax war. You know, because I don't bill my host. They ask me for car pay tax for my host, so I don't bill for can't pay you tax. You know, they offer me any service. The land I buy. I may buy all the materials that bill me host. Why don't bill me host? You know, they offer me any service. The lights I they pay for and the water I they pay for and for clean me dirty I they pay for them. Me road you not make am. Nothing you not do for me. Then you come back say I for give you money back every month. Anyway, I dey appreciate why Bible effect. You know, so you know right. When you say let we pay tax, then you get for make sure say I get a service in return for that tax why they pay. Make me road, make I get reliable water supply, make I get reliable internet services and other types of things. And I think that this now the challenge where we continue for face. And I'm glad we raised the issue, and I concern with myself share. Abdul at the US say, me talk about building up the private sector, both domestic and international. I say, but the problem is that the land they don't grab all the land, and then how we go overcome this challenge. The issue about land tenure, that's alone a serious issue. But of course, if you be listening to Arthur Pratt, he talk about how do we maximize the use of the limited land we're still available. Take Krube, for example. You can Lagos or guy shopping mall yonder on one side. It's a massive shopping mall. On the other side, a play center for them picking there for all types of things. You can do that. Some of their land there, we get for use the space up. If we say no more, we don't make 1, 2, 3 building, you don't do so. 1, 2, 3 floors, you don't have no problem. The place go choke. If you go to Ghana, waiting, they do really like that. In the car, person they take 2 houses, he buy them, he broke them, he build one massive house. Where if the 2 houses they be just get 4 floors, in the car now, he broke them, he put one massive house, he get 20 floors. As long as light they, you dey fix lift, it go work, and the place they become better, they for better services. So the areas who get them markets, for example, we can come there and develop those markets, build better modern markets with different floors. Each floor they get your service, and I think say it go work better for deal with the land issue. But overall, this land grabbing issue, overall land tenure system, me waste it also. They don't grab me 5-acre land na John Obey. They don't grab me 2-acre land na Bobo, where I get me paper there for. But I think case study rotten. I believe that at the appropriate time within a court, the courts then go take their decision on those lands. The one that will get power, they don't go build massive houses then they. But when the law get for taking course and we'll get a judgment, we will cross that bridge there at the proprietor. But it's wrong. And true that we get area markets before. Some of them don't die, but some are still there. But when they will still there, then they need upgrade. And I think say that we need for do. Abdullah Kamara from the US, thank you very much, Abdullah Kamara. Thank you for the confidence you repose in me, and I hope say other people will share that view the way you say that therefore make me the flag bearer for the APC and the president of Sierra Leone. This possible way the quote reader and what the reader say or not say about the colonial masters. I not go comment on what the reader say or not say because I don't know, I not listen to them, so I don't know exactly what he say. But I not believe say now the way they dictate how you run your country. I believe say every country gets a reasonable level of autonomy and in terms of how you run your country, and I believe say as long as they exercise your autonomy within the framework of the law and you not indulge in any activities where they undermine international law, international peace, national security, they condone crime, and you get transparent and open systems where they operate in your country, I don't think say you get a problem. But of course, it's always good for get an open door foreign policy where they engage with all of these countries, putting your country interest above all else. And of course, we get with traditional partners and traditional relationships with certain countries, and those relationships they should be upheld. The lady from Europe say how long it will take for build Sierra Leone, I don't know, but I will start the process for a build Sierra Leone from day one. And I'm going to present to Sierra Leone an agenda for harmony, opportunity, and transformation. And it will be a 10-year national development plan with a 3-year rolling plan and a 1-year action plan. And the action plan will be translated into the performance contracts, where every person they work from the government will get for sign. But for ensure say we go keep people on their toes. And this brings me to the question where Abdul asked about whether I go able for follow everything. No, we're not a robot. I'm not able for follow, but the technology now exists where they allow you as president for sit down in your office and monitor a road construction project like Island. So you don't need for left your office for make that happen. So we go use technology for ensure say we monitor as much as possible. And in any case, the one that will be they follow me when I was chief of staff under President Kuroma, they know say I was very big on performance management and service delivery. And I think say during from those experiences and others who I don't gather over time, we go ensure say we keep an eye on everything where they happen. Somebody raised the issue about the Nigerian banks and the pluses and minuses of those, but I think what's important now for MEC, we also see how we can develop homegrown indigenous banks. The unfortunate say the only 100% Sierra Leonean bank government don't seize out. Don't take them for whatever the justification. Right? It's unfortunate. I wish it would be a success story so that we could get more of those types of banks and help for compete with the Nigerian banks. I look forward to the day where the National Development Bank will become operational again and become a real development bank. We will help for promote trade, promote industry, and promote other development activities. So this man in London, he said they talk about the same thing with the international community. He said that they dictate how Sierra Leone grows, and he said that mother killed the queen because of I don't know Bodande. But Anonymous say we go need forget clear policies. We know say if you work in the best interest of your country and you know what thing you do, and I think say you go able to do your things, say you able to engage with your bilateral and multilateral partners in the best way for benefit your country. The last person said, if a project will become president, how I go able to address the water problem? I'd already explained them. No say it could be 2028, it could not be very close to the 2030 deadline, timeline for the SDG 6, but we'll try. It said too many wells today at the country, contamination, it's true. Too many water companies, too many plastics, water not pure, and it causes many diseases, not true. We will take steps for ensure say we rationalize those things and ensure say we give people them pure drinking water because they're a right and not a privilege. And I believe say when we do fix the water problem, we will also don't fix the health problem indirectly. In conclusion, I also say I tell everybody thank you for listening and for taking part in this program. I'm sorry about the challenges where I've been faced with the network at the beginning. I don't know what the problem, but when I reversed to my phone, I moved from the computer to my phone, it seemed for work. So I don't know whether the computer got the problem, or the iPad got the problem, or what, or the network got the problem. But when I abandoned the iPad, the computer abandoned the network, the iPad, I can't do the phone. It seemed for be a lot better and it seemed for work. So appreciate Sangbe Pierre at our platform for our patience, and Arthur, I'm glad for the insights where you bring into the discussions and you help for enrich the discussion and
the phone. Sangbe Pierre, the phone.
They tell goodbye.
Thank you.
Yes, the phone. But first of all, I think to say it's a very, very interesting.
Duncan.
Oh, okay.
No, the phone, we can't praise and
Go praise them.
Then my one shake.
Now when I praise and make you output also.
Yes, sir. So can you just complete? What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Doc, you get to it? Doc? Doc, you get to it? Right, after go to go on, take it go to cancel.
All right, okay. So like I say, I think so we'll get a very good conversation today around basically the market economic side, the side of the economy where they deal with we markets and where they also deal with we that's also to do with human development, and how as people them waiting at dock implants for push Sierra Leone's local economy up, we go like impact and affect everybody. And I also think to say like many people come in with very, very good questions. I think to say people and
Sorry.
questions them very, very good, and that everybody gets this desire for get Sierra Leone going. I just want for quickly draw people attention to when we talk about water business. Somebody talk about water where they come out up the hills. Doc talk about water from the ocean. So somebody they misunderstand. They say, "Oh, we don't want salt water." So, but waiting Doc actually they try for talk based on comments making at the. I think Sylvanos they say we don't want salt water. Sylvanos waiting Doc they try for talk that there is a technology where they turn the salt water to fresh water where they make we able for drink and that technology they don't do for quite a while now. We yes, now technology we sustainable go up we, but also I agree with the other call the somebody will talk about the water where they come up the hills. When we always look at water harvesting, for me water harvesting always they always look at the hills of the hills of Freetown. The hills of Freetown are one source we able for harvest trillions of gallons of water from the hills of Freetown alone and store up that very, very hill with I also think to say cheap, store them up that hill and also they distribute them water then they back to the city of Freetown. It's a kind of very, very good thing. And don't forget say, you know, one of the when you look at the water again, one of the things that will be disheartening to me at some point where they walk up the hills of Freetown. I mean, I'm not work at Boku because of me work as a documentary filmmaker. I don't see Boku in Sierra Leone with me eyes. It go be interesting for the people that know say there are dams and they up most of the hills there. Dam dina Kisi there is a dam dina Wellington. You go there, dam de grafting go all up there hills them who's all them so near to some of them new communities that wouldn't build around Lumley. There are lots of dams them all of the area and but all of those dams were just neglected. How and why they were neglected now God one green sabi we make they like today Sierra Leone then at this kind states in terms of water resources. The only thing I don't know when Doc go come back because for me I go like for you more about Doc's idea
Wednesday.
on
Wednesday.
international politics and also defense. These are areas that where I get strong interest in international politics, national defense, health, and education. Now, areas that are really because for me, I think to say if any country they grow, we need to understand the strength of we leader when it comes to international politics because the people that we they consider for be friends to Sierra Leone, political friends to Sierra Leone, very, very important, and how would they work with them important. But also when it comes to national defense, for me, it's also very, very important because considering the fact that Sierra Leone, like today, we get a land we don't be seized by Guinea, and Guinea they refuse for come to all of them and it's all about how they see how Guinea perceive Sierra Leone's military defense, and Sierra Leone are one country where even as at now, I talk to somebody with the Somalia. It can tell me, say, after if we want to go out from the UN zone now inside Somalia, even up to today, he said if you want to go out, you don't want to make the attack on. He said just put up a Sierra Leonean flag. He said you put Sierra Leonean flag, so they all the rebel them, all the people and one that we the first say they go. And this time out of the fact that when I think it was the first or second batch of Sierra Leoneans that then go Somalia, they attack that base. With some man they was, some man they do this, some man they do that, and then kill some Sierra Leoneans. But the retaliation was a big mark on them. Waited till they didn't get them. So defense is also important, and also we consider the fact that this particular government don't ethnically impact every sector of this country. So how you go get for deal with some of them things and it's important. And come to with health. Sadly, this is where I go draw me end me which I say. When you look at the health situation as I know, it's a very, very sad situation. I'm not even going to talk about the drug situation because the drug situation is despicable. When you look at other health situation. Most recently, one young fellow died in Sierra Leone, we very, very popular. I not want for, and I want for do a video on that, but I decided not for doing because I know many people and think to say I want for politicizing death, but it's a sad thing because young people are dying every day in Sierra Leone. I mean, huge amounts. You look at the amount of people that we die last year, 2025, and the amount of people that will die 2024. You understand me? It's 7,000 up the ladder. 7,000 more people died in 2025. And funnily, not the Minister of Health, not even the government, not even they come out and say, okay, we find out saying an XYZ virus or now this way people in the behave or sometimes and people are not exercising too much. Now all of these things so they cause this death. And when you go to the hospital, them it very, very pathetic. The hospital is pathetic. So these are areas where I would like for make we talk about when next we will forget doc. We can choose, it can choose anyone. You can choose anyone, even education. You know, I've been teacher, in your days, education in your days, and now it will be interesting for talk about that because for me, for any country go, I think to say the educational sector is key. And the lastly, somebody Abdul talk about the community market. Abdul, if you go down Main Street Market, I don't know if that area that you born, but if you, I know say you go know Main Street Market. If you go down Main Street Market now, you go bow your head because Main Street Market, like I wish you they talk so first time, granny then can come out. Granny Commodore of course, you forget for buying the ticket, just give me money. I thought go down Main Street Market, go buy this for me and that for me. It is non-existent. Some of them still they exist, but like, if even you go down to Tengbe Town, that Kongosa Market, many of them not they exist again. But anyway, it's a good program, and I want to say thank you to Doc for the time where he spent with me. Thank you very much.
And I think so you don't help Doc,
Hold on,
yeah.
Hold on. Maybe I don't know say I dey come on this program every Wednesday at 9. So now the weekly program, not a one-off program, and we will continue.
All right, sir.
I get me 5-point plan for Sierra Leone. And I get me agenda for harmony, opportunity, and transformation for Sierra Leone. But I'm not going to that date. But if you want we start for going to that day, we can do it. But I'll be one for hang down the force and focus for more on analyzing the challenges in the country before I can for present me on.
All right, okay, sir. What you say the agenda again?
Agenda for harmony, opportunity, and transformation.
All right, sir.
It's a hot agenda.
Right.
Yeah, and it has a 5 pillars. You get 5 pillars, but then at the appropriate time, we go engage. I will take each of those pillars and talk on it to greater details. No problem. And I'm glad to forget you on the other side for make we share some thoughts. And you help me for refine my thoughts. And that is very, very good. And
thank you so much, sir, for the compliments.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too, sir.
So, Pierre,
yes,
thank
sir.
you very much.
No, wait to I thought make like I want the seat better one. Relax, I enjoy. I didn't tea. So, Doc, thank you very much. Thank you. And
You're
get
welcome.
yourself a very good night.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
All right, Ato, thank you very much. And by God, if I'll see tomorrow. So, in the beginning, people let me ask question, quick one before we go. Say, let me try to talk to Baibure for make it actually, join the show. Yes, me and Baibure we sit today, we talk today, of course. And I've been expecting for come, but towards the program, they say it travel. So it travel Friday. So now after we go come, now I go join the program. So I'll let you know that day. Okay, so now thank you and God bless you all.
Day and night, she say happy beach, let the rhythm carry us higher. Come down with me, stay right here, stay right here. Clean kind love, no afraid, no make. Sorry, my heart's on repeat when you say my name. She say happy beach, we're dancing in the flame.
All right, so of course, Kande with me. The song we una been choose, actually do complete, and very soon we go actually send out the full video. But in just the short one where you see, what you think about them? before we go, just a short video where you see what you think about them before we go. What you think about the play one more time, please.
Hold me and the whole world wait. Be my own day and night. Since a happy beach, let the rhythm carry us higher. Come there with me. Stay right here. Higher. Stay right here. Clean kind love, no afraid, no make. Sorry. My heart's on repeat when you say my name. Since a happy beach, we're dancing in the flame.
Okay. Coming soon on CC Hybrid Beats on YouTube. Right, thank you very much. We left on at this particular point in time, and the journey on the morning by God in power for make we actually get another, discussion. But in the meantime, this song. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All right, this weekend, this song they come out this weekend, the complete one. So I'll go now. I choose. Now we don't go. Upgrade them. So in terms of video and also tell me what you think about this before I go quickly. I just want to know what you think about this short one. This is not just a trailer for whet your appetite. Okay, as you can see, they can judge not to you. So just tell me quickly if you listen with all your attention. What do you think? Listen one more time back closely. And I need you for tell me about the video as well. Ayo, thank you very much. Nice one. Thank you. To me, it sound like South Africa. Not all these fancies. Okay, still. All right. It says sound like South Africa. All right. So I still need to know view because the way they sound like South Africa. Maybe say that they not go so I be don't scrap that and then this now another one. Now the second version this way now most of our we majority been choose. So tell me what you see first from this one.
Hold me and the whole world wait. Be my own day and night. Since a happy beach, let the rhythm carry us higher. Come there with me. Stay right here. Higher. Stay right.
All right, come it on YouTube this weekend by God in Power, and I go come on YouTube this weekend, and we go press show now the link. We go share the link whenever we pull this weekend by God in Power. But in the meantime, stay with me. Yeah.
Hold me and the whole world wait. Be my own day and night. Since a happy beach, let the rhythm carry us higher. Come there with me. Stay right here. Higher. Stay right here. Clean kind love, no afraid, no make. Sorry. My heart's on repeat when you say my name. Since a happy beach, we're dancing in the flame.
Thank you very much, Ayo, you did for this song. In fact, you now one part of the people will vote for this song. So yeah, so now the song they come and then the clip as well don't follow. And this. Thank you very much. I'll be Feno. I don't even know how to call the name, but bottom line, thank you very much. Thank you very much. At the left for now, yeah. And at the still left for now because it come up this weekend. At the left for now with this one we call the teaser for say you say coming soon.
Hold me and the whole world wait. Be my own day and night. Since a happy beach, let the rhythm carry us higher. Come there with me. Stay right here. Higher. Stay right here. Clean kind love, no afraid, no make. Sorry. My heart's on repeat when you say my name. Since a happy beach, we're dancing in the flame. Hold me and the whole world wait. Be my own day and night. Since a happy beach, let the rhythm carry us higher. Come there with me. Stay right here. Higher. Stay right here. Clean kind love, no afraid, no make. Sorry. My heart's on repeat when you say my name. Since a happy beach, we're dancing in the flame.